right, here in this morning's legal brief, recently a Texas child custody case made national attention after a dispute between divorced parents and their 7-year-old boy, who the mom believes identifies now as a girl. So the mom wanted gender-affirming care for the child. The dad disagreed. So there you have this legal battle, right? Well, in the end, the judge ordered any decisions over issues including medical procedures, psychiatric treatment, all those should be reached in mutual agreement between the parties. Interesting, huh? Well, this morning, Patra Sinner, family law attorney and principal with Sodoma Law, is here. And I know you're not involved in this case in particular, but there is some experience with this issue. Woo! Boy, this could really be a knockdown, drag-out type of fight if there's not agreement on this, right?
That's right. And thank you, first of all, for highlighting such an important issue. Last week was Transgender Week, with November 20th specifically being designated as Transgender Day of Remembrance. So I think it's a topic that's timely. A lot of people are talking about it now. We have celebrities like Annette Bening, Angelina Jolie, Charlize Theron, all coming forward talking about gender-affirming care in a very positive way. But you're right, when it turns into a legal situation, because the issue of providing gender-affirming care is a legal custody decision if you're going through a separation and divorce. And if the parents can't agree, you see it play out in a very public way like we have with this case in Texas.
Well, this is a sensitive topic, let's be honest, because this is still fairly new, unless you're a family going through it, you don't even know how to talk about it. You and I were just saying before we came on air, we're in such a sensitive society that if you don't say the words correctly, you feel like you're being attacked for trying to push a certain agenda when we're just trying to figure out the verbiage of what to call this, right? You've got some of these celebrities. I know Will Smith, as you mentioned, Angelina Jolie. Some of their kids are what they're calling, they carry themselves publicly in a gender fluid manner. See, I'm even trying to be careful how I say that, because sometimes you'll see them dress maybe more feminine, even if they're a boy, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But how do we even approach this topic if a mom and dad come to a school and say, my middle schooler is now maybe transitioning, they want to use the opposite gender bathroom, and you got parents not agreeing? Where do we even start with this conversation?
Well, I think it's important for the parents, first of all, to be on the same page, whether it's an intact family or a family that's going through separation and divorce. It's really important for them to be on the same page. They want to work with therapists, medical professionals to be sure they're educating themselves and making sure the child gets the support that they need so that they can approach these topics in a way that the child feels best supported.
Well, and I think that's the key, especially if they're going through a divorce, because usually parents want to push their own agenda, and it's supposed to be about the kid. And so if you're not agreeing, how do you try to bring the disagreement and go, wait a second, we need to do what's mentally, in this case, what's mentally best for our child? Are there resources to help through this?
Well, I would say starting with therapists and medical professionals, because if they don't find a way to find that middle ground and support the child, then what happens is it plays out in a public way. The parents lose the control and the privacy for the child, which can make a stressful situation more stressful when you have to litigate it very publicly. So there are options like private arbitration or parenting coordinators, I think, who can help in a private way to best support the child.
Yeah, because that child is going to face an uphill battle with being public, because not everyone may embrace the lifestyle decision. And you got insurance coverage that could affect this moving forward. So there's a lot at stake for this. And so if you don't know where to start, if you need help, if you need someone to talk to, certainly looking out for a legal representative at Sodoma Law certainly is one good choice there to try to get your questions answered. Thank you, Patra, for coming on this morning. Appreciate that. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Good Day after this.